Talked about this a good time a lot before, particularly when Number 40 came out with her idea to ban phones in secondary school and primary school. Obviously, I support the primary school one, but not so much the secondary school one because it'd be difficult to enforce. And let's put it this way: the story that I'm about to tell you too is another thing too. You probably should be more worried about this than you should be worried about going around talking about mobile phones. Because to be totally honest, if going by normal phone, the education system seems to be perfect, and the only issue is mobile phones. And there's people who can't literally even get on school buses. The children in Cavan that can't even get on school buses. There's literally children with special needs, and the government every day of the week saying, "Oh, we care about people with special needs. We have to look after people with disabilities, etc., etc." Talk two sides of them out. So we see now in the Irish in the Independent in Fairness has come out with this that 180, 160 may I say, autistic children have no special needs facilities, no special needs schools. So basically, they have to sit at home with nothing to do, basically, because the place is full. The way the government was saying there's no Ireland is not full, etc., etc. It seems in this case it's full. So basically, there's nowhere to put these 160 autistic children, and as you know, people with autism, with special needs like this, with additional needs, they need routine, and that's the thing. They need routine to be going to a place routine, and they need special care because it's important for them when they grow up in later life. It's important for the development. And again, the state, and I can't tell you, even for people with dyslexia, the same as I have, and I have some autism too, but I can't tell you, I was failed by the state, I suppose, in a lot of ways. But again, I never planned to be winning anything, to be totally honest. I never planned to go and be a big job. But there's young children out there that are autistic and special needs. They want to be something. They want to get a job. They want to do well in life. They want to go to college. They want to succeed. And they should be given the ability to succeed, especially as Irish citizens. We shouldn't be giving it to everybody else that's turned up, and that's what's happening. All these SNAs and etc. are going to people that are just turned off of a boat, trying to teach them English, and that's what's happening. We have to face reality. Nobody's saying it, but it is the truth. That's what's happening because a lot of them can't even speak English, and have to be taught English, etc., etc. That's a huge problem. I can tell by the schools in this part of Cavan too. There's a huge amount of effort going to teaching kids that have come from different parts of the world, and the SNAs have to teach them English, etc., etc. And there's no extra SNAs because all of them are leaving to go to Australia too. That's another issue. Don't get it both ways, but it is two of the main issues that a lot of SNAs have just said fuck the whole lot of it and going off to Australia, and wouldn't really blame them because it's difficult to try and help children with special needs, etc., etc. It's a tough job, but still nonetheless, it is a disgrace. Even in Cavan, take for example, there was an issue with the Holy Family School in Coachella. They couldn't even get a bus to bring the children with special needs to it. Um, and it's a disgrace that this wasn't sorted out. And again, the woman that's over it all was more worried about mobile phones. I would be more worried about sorting this out than worrying about mobile phones at the moment. Then you can worry about that a different day. But at the moment in time, her priorities are in upside down. Let's put it that way. But no, it is a sin, and we shouldn't be just even saying for basic people with special needs, dyslexia, etc., etc. They've been left behind and they've been abandoned, and their futures too have been taken away from them. I know we say Greta Thunberg, etc., etc., but it is the truth in this situation because they need the support to grow when they grow up, etc., etc. Especially because it is an impairment on your future. It isn't even speaking to somebody with dyslexia, etc., etc. It does limit the opportunities you can get in life. It does. People might say it doesn't, etc., etc., but it does. It does affect you. I've lived all my life with it, as I say. It does affect it because again, I can't be a big civil servant, and even though I wouldn't want to be, but you get what I'm saying. You can't write up a 100-page essay because it takes 900 years to do that. Not like it doesn't take 900 years for only civil servants, but anyway, because they're that lazy. But it's a sad state of affairs, and again, the government's to blame for this. To be totally honest, because every day of the week they're saying, "Oh, we care about special needs, we care about disabilities, we care about this, we care about that," but yada 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 yada. It shows they don't care. To be totally, they couldn't care less. As I say, the majority of people going at the moment, the SNAs are teaching people to speak English is just turned up on our shows, etc., etc. Over, and again, there's a huge amount of people turning up every day of the week. So that's obviously taken away a lot of SNAs, and we have to face reality. Even when I was at school, etc., said there was people that's after turning up from Timbuktu that couldn't speak a word of English, and they had to teach them English, all the English of the day. They tried and teach them how to speak English, etc., etc. And that took away obviously from children that have special additional needs, because again there's only a very fine budget, there's only a small budget for it. And then the fact of the matter too, they can't get SNAs, as I say, because they're going to Australia. That's another issue too, and not many people are actually going on to be SNAs now, because a lot of them are like, maybe I shouldn't, because number 40 fucks me over every 10 seconds. But my long story short, what I say here is, to everybody, and particularly people in Kerry, if you're listening, this lunatic, number 40, probably shouldn't be elected in the next election. So I would take it as he will, but I wouldn't want to say how the vote. But let's put it this way: she's done literally nothing for anybody. She's good for nothing, to put it in the nicest possible term. She's done nothing for anybody. She's done nothing for anybody with special needs, children, parents, teachers, principals. Everybody hates her because she just simply does not give a shit about anything. And as I say, how she got elected in the last election was because a lot of pro-life people voted her in because she thought it was pro-life. Now, to be totally honest, we all know the truth behind that now. But number 40's shouldn't be in politics, shouldn't be anywhere near ministry, shouldn't be anywhere near children, to be totally honest. Especially with what the curriculum, what to bring in, to be told. That's a different story. But long story short, I wouldn't cry if she lost her seat, to be totally honest. She shouldn't be in the government. She shouldn't have a seat, to be totally honest, in the all. And I would say to people, Kevin, to reflect, to look back and all this, not even just this alone, because it shouldn't be happening in the first world country. It shouldn't be the issue. It is. And as I say, with school bus treatment, people, I could go on for hours. Generally, could go on for hours about different things in education. But definitely the worst minister in the history of the state in education. That's a very fine brush, as I say, because there's a crowd view that's been absolutely idiots. But it takes the biscuit here. But let me know what you think. But as I say, we should be more worried about this than we should be worried about phones. Yes.